All right, guys, C-Serpents Exotic Snakes. We're back on the 19th of December, Friday, 2025. And we're going to check out a few of the snakes here. Tomorrow, Saturday, I'll have had this big girl here for a month. And she, in fact, is going into blue. So she's going to be going into a shed cycle here. You can see how dull she looks now. So this is Amara, Dodoma, female Kenyan Samboa here. Zero in. I don't want to spook her. There we go. So I noticed this a couple of days ago with her, actually. I noticed she was getting dull looking. And it makes sense. She's eaten so far every week now since I've gotten her. Of course, I didn't feed this week. I fed her last week, that rat pup. So I won't attempt to feed her now until after she sheds out, which should be, next week, basically, beginning of next week, probably. And even then, I may actually give her a week after that, actually, after she sheds, before I actually do feed her. But she's eaten consistently the last, 3 weeks. So now this week, I skipped her, obviously, and now you see she's in blue, so. Put her back, let her do her thing here. But, so that's pretty exciting. I'll be looking forward to a fresh skin with her. All right, this girl here, there she is. See, I peeked in yesterday on her. She was still, she should throw a skin. If not already, she should throw a skin. Maybe tonight or tomorrow. We'll pop the cave, but she looks pretty clean. But here, let me pop the cave just for the sake of seeing for sure. Because sometimes she'll shed. And the skin will be in the cave with her, sometimes it'll be outside, so. All right, so no, she hasn't shed yet. This is Hazel, my pie ball here. Hypo Pastel Orange Dream. All right, so far. So she ought to be shedding, like I say, anytime now. As you can sort of make out in her whites, there's just a little tinge of pink still. But she's on the back end of the blue phase, obviously, so she's for sure getting clearer. See her eyes. All right. Okay, so we'll get her covered back up with her cave. And so, yeah, I expect to see a skin probably tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow. All right. So, all right, now we'll jump up. Let's see here. All right, my little lemon ghost, lemon drop, he shed last week. Actually, I think that's him right in the corner. There he is, yeah. Okay. So he shed last week, early on. I'll pull him out in a minute. We'll go ahead and see how Shelby's doing. I got him in one of these little tubs like Sarlacc here, only because he's actually smaller than I thought he was. When Jessica sent me a picture of him before I met and picked him up, the picture, just he looked bigger than what he is, so it was just a little deceiving. But here we go. All right, little buddy. And he ate a rat pup, rat pinky, the other couple nights ago. I did feedings. I didn't bother to film anything, but I did feedings, and he actually ate. So he ate. He's kind of thick right in here. I don't want to mess with him too much. It's been a couple of days now, you know. But yeah, so he ate, so everything's cool with that. Let me zero in on him. I was talking about it in another video. He's really dark around his eyes. He's got some nice black. Try to get this thing to... Come on. Focus in, yeah. All right. So anyway, yeah, he's got some real dark around his eyes. It's not quite... All right, little buddy. Yeah, it's not as pronounced as it was, but in that opening video of him. But anyway, I figured that was the paradoxing. He's got that one spot right there, and that's pretty much it. All right, so we'll get him back. All right, you're all right, little buddy. We'll get him. Okay. But anyway, so he's kind of on the small side, so that's why I sort of, you know, he's got plenty of room. He's not, you know, suffering or anything. Obviously, he's got plenty of room to move and do what he has to do. So, but yeah, just the pictures he sent me, he looked a little bit bigger in the photo, but of course, you know, and when you actually see him and everything, you realize that he's bigger. He's smaller than what I originally thought he was going to be. So, no big deal, all good. We'll try and do a little sarlacc here, my reduced pattern. He did eat a fuzzy the other night. Fuzzy crawler. I don't want him to screw this up like last time. So we'll try and see if we can get a look at him anyways, without him freaking out on me. All right, there he is. Okay. So he ate the other night, sarlacc here. And he actually did shed too. When I went to put the meal in here, he had a skin in the corner over here, you know. So he actually did shed a couple nights ago, whatever. But again, like I say, I don't want him to, yeah, all right. That's his tail, okay. Yeah, I just don't want him to try to bite me again, little sucker. All right. We're actually going to cover him up now. Yeah, this guy, I don't handle him as much as I should, so that might be part of the reason why he kind of reacted the other night, or last week, rather, in the video, you know. He ended up biting me when I was trying to uncover him, so no big deal. All right. So what I want to do is we'll go ahead and just pull this dude out quick. And this lemon ghost here, originally he was in this tub, you know, by himself, but he's so small, and you'll see, this guy's actually so tiny, really, still, that he's got plenty of room, even with the other tub in here with him. He still has plenty of room, man, so, but look at him. So he shed, again, this would be his third shed now. Because after I got him from Jermaine, I was waiting for his second shed. So this is his third shed now, my lemon ghost here. And yeah, so he's looking good. Nice yellow coloration. Nice black on his spots. And his browns or tans. He's got that yellow in there in his bands. You kind of see that light coloration there, the contrast in his brown saddles. Yeah, this dude is gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. And as you can see, he loves to burrow in this stuff here, so. All right, little buddy. Yeah, but he loves to burrow in this substrate here, so. All right, and we're back out quick. And I ended up with, I'll show him in a second here. My little sunburst, I ended up, he ate a little small fuzzy the other night. I'll show him in a minute too. But yeah, look at this dude. Fresh, clean, crisp. Popping. He's popping, man, this little guy here. All right. So anyways, Cheeto, my little sunburst, he ended up eating a, there he is. So he ended up eating a fuzzy, actually. So he's past pinkies now. In fact, you can see he's still kind of thick right there. Yeah. So he ate a little fuzzy crawler a couple nights back. So yeah, this dude is like, yeah, sizing up here. This is my anaconda sunburst. Male. All right. You're all right, little buddy. Okay. So yeah, anyway, so he's upgraded to fuzzies now, you know. I mean, unless I can't find fuzzies, then I'll have to get a bigger pinky or whatever. But for now, yeah, he's definitely sized up. So I think that's about it. Well, these other girls ate the other night. Let's see. Yeah, this girl here, she ate. Clementine, my albino. Yeah, she got a lump still right there, right by the tube, you know, bit of a lump. She was all over the place too when I was trying to feed her. And I'm holding the thing up in front of her, the rat pup, and she's zip-zapping and just doing all kinds of wild crap, totally missing the rodent. It probably took me a good minute to try to finally get her directed to where it was at. Here's Christine here. She had her rat pup. Hers was a touch smaller, but you can still see right in there a lump. But hers was a touch smaller than Clementine's rat pup, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of cleaning here. I got home a little bit ago from work, so I'm gonna have to do some cleaning. Yeah, this girl here, I'll have to, yeah, get her. You see the water bowl, and yeah, I gotta clean, yeah. But you see the water bowl leaves a little condensation from the heat. And then this girl, actually, yeah, this girl shed too, here. Okay, and there's my little snow. Yeah, this girl, and she ate too, the other. All right, let's get her real quick. We'll take a peek at this one here. Hopefully she doesn't bite me either. All right. Yeah, so this is my normal yellow and black here. Kenyan Sambo female. She did eat a rat pup right in here. You see she's kind of thick. So I don't want to mess with her too much here. But she shed too about 3-4 days ago. Mm. Yeah, the focus on this phone sucks. There we go. So yeah, nice and clean, all shiny, crisp colors, fresh new skin. All right, girl, we'll put you back. Okay. All right, so let's sort of, there we go. All right, so that'll wrap it up here. Just a little rundown on some of the snakes, just kind of, I'll get a few of these tubs cleaned up and whatnot, you know, but, so, you know, I kind of got a few tubs in with other tubs, you know, but it's because these guys are small right now. I'll rearrange things as time goes along. And, you know, I might possibly get another 3-bin rack. These are, all 4 of these are 3 bins. So I might end up getting one more for the right here, because I can't do anything with the sconce there. I can't go up higher here, but I might try to go higher here maybe with one more rack. But I don't want it to look overly crowded either, so in this little corner, you know. So, yeah, don't mind all the bags. That's gifts for everybody that need to be wrapped this weekend. But so yeah, but anyway, the thought process is there to maybe do a fifth 3-bin C-Serpents rack right there. So we'll see. This is plenty otherwise. So all right, guys. So for now, this will do it here. All right, guys. Take care.